That's normal.
Really? Oh, well,
There we go.
we are live on this Tuesday, good people. Woo.
You
All
hot?
right. Think I'm flashing.
Mm.
Oh shit.
I don't want to. Now we live. I can't say what I want to say.
You
I
might
gotta
as
remember.
well.
Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica. I'm feeling real Black Pantherish tonight. Wakanda forever.
I can be that every night. Hey,
The
oh,
hairdo is like really like uh-huh. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. What's going on, Ronnie? Rodney Sly. Thank y'all so much for the stars. Kicking it off with the stars. We appreciate you. Thomas. Hey, Thomas. My boy Victor, damn it, White.
What's going on?
You and them pearly whites. Victor, damn it, boy White is back with us. What's going on, brother? How you
We had a
feeling?
good time Friday karaoke.
We did.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
team always somewhere else.
yeah, but I didn't know y'all were out till I told you I was out. And then y'all sent me some picture. Y'all were out.
We had a really nice time. Always a nice time. I was so happy when I got your text, Victor. I was like, oh, he still loves me. About time. That's what I was saying. Like, about time. Because
I finally had some free time.
I didn't get that text, y'all, but I was out Friday, so
We knew you wouldn't have came anyway.
I would have come. No, after, but I hung out with a couple of people you knew, so.
What's going on, Brother 15? All the way from WBLS radio station.
What's up, folks? Hey.
Everybody good on this Tuesday?
Powder Puff, her hairstyle.
Right.
Yeah. She got superpowers.
Right, Eric. Yes, I have superpowers. Don't come for me tonight. I am ready.
Just to let everybody know, if 875 million was up to grabs for Team and Veronica,
you know
y'all out of here.
Yeah. I was so through with you. I saw it pop on my screen on TikTok. Then I come to Facebook and you didn't tag me. I'm like, oh really? that's what we doing?
Yeah.
You so creative. Like, yeah. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everybody. This is where we get it in. What's going on, Stacy? What's going on? We see Pastor. Hey, Cynthia, all of you. Patricia, hey, Patricia. Tangy Tea of Life is being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Saturday mornings, 9 a.m., $5 per class. Come and get a good workout on. We have a lot of fun at the Hip Hop Fitness class. Hey, Stevenson, we would love for you to join us and get your workout on and burn some calories. Yes, and shouts out to my ladies. We're on this 30-day fitness challenge, and they are doing so good. So shouts out to them. And let me say, we want to see all of you August 19th. We're going to party. My birthday month. My birthday is August 10th. The party is going to be August 19th, and we are definitely going to get it in. Leo style is Hawaiian luau. So come out in your flowery outfits, your shirts, your pants, your skirts, your grass skirts, as Fatine say, and all of that. We want to see you there having a great time with us. August 19th, New Rider Clubhouse. That location is 1490 Harry Bird Highway. So come party with us. Party gonna get started at 8 o'clock. Yes, Victor.
All Leos, please put on some deodorant because we know how y'all like to funk it up when y'all enter the building. Y'all, everything's all, it's Leo season and all that. So, yes, y'all please put some extra deodorant on.
Oh, really? Really?
Not literally, but
I know what you're saying.
Y'all like to funk it up. So, yeah. We know
Well,
how
I like
y'all
to go a few days without deodorant myself.
What? Oh.
Because there's nothing but sweetness over here.
Yeah.
It's nothing but sweetness over here, okay? So yes, we want to see all of you at our Hawaiian Luau. We're going to have a fun time. It's a free event. Best dress, go to the male, best dressed male, best dressed female, going to get $100 each. Victor put that out there first about best dressed female, $100. Then Fatine came behind him and said best dressed male, $100. So hey, free party, free money if you bring it, your outfits, and just come have a great time. That's what it's all about. It's all about having fun.
I was out Friday night and my cousin's friend said, "Oh, she may wear a grass skirt." I said, "Well, you can wear the coconuts with that grass skirt." She said, "You see these? Ain't no coconut gonna cover these."
Cut it out.
Can't do the coconut.
She was right. Trust me. She need about 3 of them coconuts.
See that?
Hey, she got it. She got it going on.
You ain't right. But we definitely want to see everybody come out and have a good time. Hey, Nakia, how are you? Veronica, tell Vic right now. You already know Leo is definitely going to be in the building. All right. Stevenson, hopefully you can make it, my brother. We want to see you there, of course.
Oh, Stevenson's going to be in it. Yes, his brother Stevenson. Hopefully he's not working.
Yeah, because it is a Friday night. So
he comes out. What's going on with the karaoke? That's back Fridays, every Friday?
A little something going down out there. Yeah.
Okay.
They definitely have a DJ on deck. And we have fun, whether it's a crowd of people or not. We always have a good time out at Shanti's Wings and Things in Darlington. We call it the Wing Spot. So yeah, definitely.
My Brooklyn connection sister. I like that sister.
Oh,
it started picking up. It looked like after we were leaving, but you know, us old folks, we hang out early and go home early.
Especially some of us have a class early that next morning. So yeah, definitely. But all right, so everybody's good out there. Your new word we learned. What's that, Patricia? Stevenson said he may be working. Or hopefully.
Stevenson, tell that plantation master to give you off that night.
Oh, okay.
I call it muling.
Listen to 15 if you want to make that money. Like these people quitting their jobs from Beyonce songs. So I hear.
What?
Yeah. You didn't hear about that? Saying people was quitting their jobs because of that song Beyonce made.
Why are they quitting?
I guess the lyrics in the song.
Just tell them to kiss your so-and-so.
All right, let's get into this letter, shall we? I'm not going to say this is an email letter because it came a different way. So
it came Pony Express? Close, huh?
You know what? Libby's word. Oh, God. So one of the girls in my class, like, she speaks Chinese. Like, she was over in China teaching for a long time. She's my church member, as a matter of fact. And she was teaching us a little bit of Chinese at our last hip hop fitness class. And I forgot the word, but it's FU, but it's in Chinese. And I forgot fit me. or something like that.
Yeah,
Fit me.
freaking.
But yeah. Do you know that, Victor? That you've been
I lived in Japan,
Japan? Yeah. What's they
not
word?
China.
Do you know
I
that?
know he don't know that word, but he know another word in Japanese.
Bump that thing over.
But there you go. That's what he knows.
Only thing I was doing in Japan was reading scriptures and praying.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Readney, yes, Readney. I always get it wrong, but we
Read
cut up that
us.
practice the other day. Hi, Carol. All right, so let's get into this this letter. For all of you that have trust issues out there, this you making help this young lady out. So it starts off by saying, I have trust issues. How can you get over trust issues when you've been hurt so many times by people you thought you could trust? Family, friends, and all the people you love should not, in my opinion, do anything to hurt you. My sister, who I thought were my best friend, did something to tear our family apart. I'm not saying what it is because she will know this letter is about her and other family members will know as well. Just let me say, just let me say that she told a family secret that will destroy our parents' marriage. She is the only one I told the secret to, and she went behind my back and shared it with another family member. If it gets back to our mother, and I know that it will, this could be the end of a 20-plus year marriage. I'm so disappointed in my sister, and I would never trust her again. I just got out a long relationship because he broke our trust, and now this. I'm sick of everyone doing things to hurt me. I'm always the one going over and beyond the things I should do for people, and they are never appreciative. I'm so done with everyone. It will be a long time before I put my trust in another human. Sad, but true. And that's the end of the letter. So she didn't give us much detail of,
We
and
don't need it. We don't need that.
yeah, and I understand why. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get deep into it. She gave us just enough to give her some advice when it comes to not trusting people. Now her question was at the beginning, how can you get over trust issues when you've been hurt so many times by people you thought you could trust? You know the saying where you can forgive people but you'll never forget. Like we have to stop letting one bad apple spoils our life. You know what I'm saying? Because some people let one person mess up their happiness. So I feel like this young lady isn't happy because she's worrying about um her sister and her family and doing things behind her back and just people in general hurting her, and she have trust issues. And I feel like you have to pray and you have to move on. And I know it's easier said than done, but you have to understand these people that hurted you, they're living their life, they're moving on, they're happy, and I'm not even, not just, relationship between a man and a woman. I mean, mother, father, cousins, whoever hurt you, these people are still living their lives and they're moving on with their life. And I just feel like a lot of people get stuck in being hurt and they just stay there until forever. And this young lady, don't let your sister, your ex, and whoever else hurt you mess up that happiness inside of you. You have to keep living life. And like I said, we sometimes we do get stuck in our feelings and we have trust issues. We build these walls up, but you have to live. God did not put us on this earth, and I say this on the radio, he did not put us on this earth to be miserable and sad and down and out and depressed and not happy. He put us here so that we can live life to the fullest and be happy and joyful. So we have to stop letting people stop our happiness. Just because one relationship didn't work, don't mean that another one won't work. Stop putting everybody in one box together. There's still happiness out there. Victor?
So, from my whole take of the letter is this woman wants to be the victim. Your daddy did something to your mama and you trying to turn this shit into something somebody did to you. So the original problem is your daddy did something to displace the trust of your mom. So unless it's a lie, the hell you mad for? So you rather live with a lie to prolong a 20-year lie than to be 100% truthful to your mother and tell her your husband did some screwed up mess. So you want to live with a lie. So you want your mama to sit here and be snuggled up to your daddy all day, every day, knowing he did some foul ass mess. To me, who you trying to protect? Their marriage, or you want to protect the image that your parents had a really long marriage that was good? Like, what the hell are you really trying to protect here? Because if somebody did something to me and my kids knew about it, I'm like, I need for you to let me know. So basically, you mad because your sister is told somebody, and to me, she's keeping it real with her mama. Why is you trying to hold on to a secret? I get it. The trust issue thing, I get that, you know. But my whole thing is if it's the truth, then you shouldn't hide behind it if you did. So I can go on forever about that, but Fatima, I know you want to jump in.
All right, so I'll make it real quick. Two points. The first point is, I'll break it down twice. The first one is your ass can't hold water. So you're the problem right there. That's the problem. You can't hold water because you open your mouth. That's number one. So you told a secret to someone else and you expected them to hold that because you trusted them. The second point is, we are human. We are always, as those that believe in the good book or those that don't, we are striving to be better. And we're not perfect. And if you think because that's your sister, your family members, your friends, that they can hold water. Right now, I could tell Victor and Veronica something. And if they broke my trust and told it, would I be upset? Of course, I would be upset. But it's not past them that if they did it, they're human. And that happens. People, if you didn't want this to happen, my sister, if you did not want this secret to get out amongst what you was told, then you keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself, because soon as you put it out there, there's the possibility that that person that you gave it to will not do what you chose that you thought you was going to do, but you did. You told somebody. So you blaming somebody that you did the same thing. Now, let's get back to the other trust issues about you can't trust, you've been hurt, this, that, and the other. Again, stop putting your trust into people. We do that because we try to judge people the way we are. But again, we're human. We're not perfect. And people hurt people. It's not cool. It's not fine. But you pray it doesn't happen, but you prepare that it will happen. Okay? Because a lot of us can't hold water. Some of us can. Some people on here probably say, I've had a secret and I've held it all my life. That's good. That's you. Everybody's not you. People can't hold water. I go with majority of people can't hold shit. So you tell me, pillow talk. There's going to be pillow talk. If you think that Barack Obama is the president, didn't tell Michelle something that he wasn't really supposed to do, you'd be crazy. There's pillow talk. People tell people things that you feel that you can trust. But once you let that cat out the bag, it's up to that other person to hold that, and they may not do it. So you got to stop putting all your trust into people. And if they do break your trust, then you got to decide if, you know, what, again, I don't want to make it so absolute or final that somebody breaks a trust that they're not friends. You just handle them the way, you know, but stop trusting people with important things that are personal or important that don't need to get out. So now if it gets back to your mom's, and if this is the truth, so be it, because that means somebody was living a lie. And I hate to say it, I pray that it ain't that some child he ain't the father or something like that. I hate that, but that's a lie that they lived. Whatever it gets back, if it's the truth, it's a lie that they lived. So if you was trusted with that, it's your damn fault if it gets back because you shouldn't have let it out.
But we talking about a secret between her mother and her father that could destroy the marriage. Like, so you basically saying that I'm riding with my daddy no matter what he did to my mama.
What I'm saying is that if she was told whatever the secret is, and she felt that if it got back to destroy them, that was her choice. That's her choice, Victor. That's her choice, because there are people that kids know certain things about their parent that they feel may destroy their parents. And if they open their mouth and their parents divorce, they will be like, maybe I didn't need to tell that, because 20 years down the road, their parents been together this long and they've been living this lie and it ain't hurt them. Maybe it ain't that important. Maybe it ain't that important.
If it's the truth, it's the truth.
It's the truth. That's all to it. But the truth affects people. And if they build this foundation, it's not her job. It's not her job to go back and tell it. I mean, she can do it, but like you said, you want your kids to do it, but your kids have to make that decision. Because you their father and their moms did something wrong and you want to know about it. They may not want you to know about it because that's their moms too.
Well, I'm pretty sure someone knows. Before she even told the sister, I'm quite sure someone else know. I mean, unless it's like something that just happened between her and her father. I really think someone else.
Well, someone else has to know.
Right.
But I mean, it's what it is, though. I don't like Patricia said. Well, wonder how she knows the secret and no one else does. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Someone else has to know. I feel like. And it's something very dark and she don't want it to get out. The truth is the truth. Just
father got another kid. I've seen these things and I've seen the kid hold it from their moms. Hold it for their moms. And the parents have been married 40 plus years. And I don't fault the daughter for not telling the moms. I don't fault that. Hell no. That's not her business. Her father did what he chose to do, and she found that out. That's not her job to go tell the mother. That's not her job. That's not her job.
So you condone secrets?
I condone some secrets. Yes, I do condone if they're told to me, or if you see something. I've seen things in my life that my moms came back and said, that's grown folks' business. Just leave that alone. Don't repeat that what you saw. And I respected that because it's not my business. When I happen to walk up and see something. I mean, my uncle and aunt are going now, but I saw something and I was told not to say anything. I ain't say anything. And I seen it on both sides. I ain't say nothing on him. I ain't say nothing on her. We got to learn to keep our damn mouths shut sometime.
No, we had a letter like this back in, I think it was maybe 2019, and where it was a family secret and it got out, and who told the secret actually passed away. And then after they passed away, it was like all this confusion within the family, and some things you just need to take with you to the grave. And that's what Cheryl says. And Cheryl, happy birthday to your mother. I think I saw your post where today is your mother's birthday. Happy birthday to her. But yeah, like some things you should just keep.
Can I come back to Victor for something? So Victor, because I got to be consistent with this. I'm not with it if I fathered a child outside of my relationship and I kept that secret. I'm not cool with that. But if I'm just using my child or my sister found that out, it ain't, let's say my sister found that out or my brother, it ain't their business to come back and tell my wife or whatever. That's not their business. But the reason why I'm not cool with it, because you just said, if I pass on, it causes so much confusion because now you got to dig up the body for DNA and all that. And I just think that's something that needs to be known. But it ain't my brothers, it ain't my sisters, ain't my child's place to go back and tell my wife that if they find that out. That's not their place.
So can a coworker tell it?
Hell no.
Can a stranger on the street
tell it? No.
So why don't you?
It's not their business.
So why don't you tell it?
That's why I'm saying that's why I put it on me. If I did it, I should tell it. Yes, but it ain't nobody else's business to tell it.
So this is my thing. If you done something, that's why you should never be afraid to do anything. That's why I ride so hard when people start talking about when you see these posts and these funny fellas start talking about all the men and they DM. I always say, tell it. Because if you ain't lying, tell it. You should never do something in the dark that you're afraid to come out in the light. You shouldn't do it. And I understand people, we have some not proud moments in our life. I have a lot of not proud moments. But it is nothing that I've done that was so bad that if it was to come out, I'd be like, well, we know it is what it is. And that's the thing though, man. People, we want to be so slick and we want to be so conniving that when we do some shit and somebody tell it, we want to get mad at the person telling it versus the person that actually did it. Exactly.
I did some things that, I look back and I wouldn't want to get out, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? So if I know it and that's in a small circle, I don't tell that, because if you tell it, you give more possibility of it running that line. And then you all did that experiment. You say something to this person, but by the time it gets to the 10th person, it doesn't change. So if you tell it to somebody and they tell it, by the time it gets to the 5th and 6th and 7th person, it's done changed. So the truth is kind of the truth and lies are probably mixed up in there anyway now.
So I mean, when it comes to me, a lot of times somebody say, I want to tell you something, and I'll tell them in the heartbeat, don't tell me. Because if it get out, I don't want my name associated with it. Can I keep a secret? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But some things, to me, it's just not worth talking about.
Well, I got to talk to you about something after the show, and it better not get out.
Well, don't tell me.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, but see, that's the thing, though. If you tell me something not to tell nobody, and it get out, then now you got to run through everybody else you done told. And even if I didn't say something and somebody else saw you, you mad with me, and now I'm trying to convince you that I didn't tell your secret. So I'd rather just to be excluded from all of that.
But if I know that you are the only person I told it to,
then don't tell me. I don't want to know. Let me find out on Facebook like everybody else.
It won't be out there.
That's how everything else come out.
Yeah, and that's why I said. Yeah, and that's why I said I'm a victim of that. You do that pillow talk, and you wind up saying something to a person that sometimes you don't even think that they will even run into a person or contact a person, and you never know what life will bring to you. And you say something in confidence that it won't get out, and it does get out. So I've been on both sides of it, that I've had secrets that I wouldn't tell. And then I've ran my mouth. I ran my mouth where I shouldn't have ran my mouth. And now you learn from it when you wind up hurting somebody. And when you hurt somebody, then you realize, even though you apologize, sometimes people, like you said, Veronica, they may forgive you, but they don't forget. And I hate when I hurt somebody by running my mouth. I've learned that.
But in that is, and I think I know the instance you're talking about. But see, the thing about it is when that whole instance, there should be a level of trust too. You know what I'm saying? If I rocks with you the way when that situation happened, just because I'm mad with you, I still supposed to keep that bond there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you could have spun it any kind of way and you didn't, and you stood on that, and I commend you for that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like, if I tell my partner something and we break up, no matter everything I told you, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to keep to myself. Just like if you sent me some provocative images, I'm going to keep them to myself. I'm not doing it like that.
Some people are just so dang petty. Yeah. Like, if things don't go their way, then they want to start talking about you and all that crap. It's just them small penis talk. That's people with.
No, that's big vagina talk. That's big.
Ooh.
Well, I'm speaking from the
No wall for trying to talk.
Pack woman, wonk, 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 wonk.
I'm speaking from the female side of it. Yeah, I can
Oh,
speak for
Lord.
the male side of it.
But I tell you this though, the most secrets I've ever learned in my life always came from a man. Always. Always. I don't know why, but
Wow.
every secret that's been a good one has always come from a dude.
That's when that jealousy kick in. I can't stand it.
Mm,
Right, Lisa.
mm.
Oh, Tim says Pac-Man. Pac-Woman.
Pac, he like that one. Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Men are very nosy. Yes, Cynthia, they are.
No,
So I
women
think-
women talk and then they tell their man tell their homeboys.
you see, I would be something hot with my man if I told him something in private and he went back and told his homeboys. I would be highly upset.
Yeah.
Y'all talk like women.
Yeah.
You talk like
yeah.
women or y'all talk like men?
No, y'all talk like women.
So that means we talk like y'all.
But
It's a
we
cycle.
know
No, say it. Y'all know what? Y'all know what? No. Don't put no comment up there. Y'all know what? No. Y'all know how to hold water. That's what you're getting ready to say. Because there's a sisterhood bond.
And some of us do know how to. I know I'm one. Because if you tell me something, if you say do not say anything to nobody, what I'm getting ready to tell you is between us. You can best believe it's staying between us.
Okay, that's good.
So I would say this. My thing is men, we do talk a lot. I will say that. But women, when y'all get hurt, y'all make Facebook live posts. Y'all go on Instagram with all these damn memes, telling all these damn y'all hint around it, all that. But see, a man, we gonna just tell each other, hey man, you know so and so and so and so. I saw them this place. But a woman, she will look at your man, girl, with video evidence and all that shit. So
well, we gotta do our homework.
But if it don't concern you, then why do it? See, we just talk, and it could be a lie or not. Y'all got evidence and thumbprints and retina scans and all that.
I want to have evidence for me. I'm not getting ready. If it ain't none of my business, I ain't getting ready to show no evidence and no video and all that mess. No, I ain't getting into that. But you do have you do have a lot of women that go on social media and put all their business out there. I ain't getting, like, if I'm going through something, you ain't getting ready to know.
Well, I just know that in college, I hanging around a lot of women. I know men talk, but women talk more because it's just a thing. It's a thing with it. And I just notice women, but I notice women tend to talk more in a bond of womanhood, and they'll let a man in. Let's just say if that man fits into their circle, But for instance, I give you an example. One of the young ladies was dipping on her man that was home, and she was seeing a guy on campus too. But the guy on campus, he ain't let too many people know his business that he was seeing her. You understand what I'm saying? He covered his tracks. She was open with that because her other man was home. And when her man came to college, homeboy knew to play it low. You understand what I'm saying? So it is. I mean, we all can point out each other, but I just think that I just don't see a lot of us guys getting together. We talk about so much. We don't sit there and gossip. One thing about us, we don't sit there and gossip about some of the things that y'all talk about and gossip about. We ain't sitting up there talking about some of our experience with certain women because some of that we don't want that to get out anyway. We don't want that to get out. We don't. So no, we'll say it and keep it going. We talk about a lot of things, but we ain't sitting up there gossiping like y'all do.
We don't gossip about some of us don't gossip about who we been with. But you say right, they stay peeing, can't hold nothing. Barbara knows everything. Cheryl says, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Women bash.
Uh-huh.
Women will bash their man on Facebook, then be right back with them talking about what's understood don't have to be explained.
See what I'm saying? Like, why put it out there when you know you're not going anywhere? Why?
That's why you don't see. Victor goes and tell my business and Veronica business, right? Then we get mad at Victor, and then we back together. You know, that's just hypothetically speaking, y'all. Just use an example, but I'm just trying to point. That's why I don't say anything, because when you get in people business, you wind up on the outskirts anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But people have agendas.
Mm-hmm.
Patricia and them had a little interesting thread. It says, Veronica, you have to tell the secret and add a little extra to it. Add a little extra so everyone you told, so when it gets out, you don't know who told it. And then Tim
So
says,
you do know who told it, right?
yeah, same thing. So then Tim said, then what's the point? And then Cheryl says, wait a minute, I'm trying to find. She says, Tim Johnson, you can track the source. And then Tim says, but you won't get true advice because you lied by adding on, right? So yeah, that was
so she's saying you have to change it up everybody you told. So the one that you told blah 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 to, that's the one that
you can track the source. But if you know it's gonna get out, then why tell it?
Is you're trying to figure out who is going to be that person, who's going to be the one to spill it.
Let's go here for a second. Men share their sexual experiences most to boast about it.
Boast
about it. So, that's an A. Damn, I got an eye appointment on October.
No, it's an O, but she probably meant it's an O, but that's what she probably meant. Yeah.
So I will say this: going into details, I have never heard a man go into detail about a sexual experience he had with a woman. I've never ever heard that, because I don't want to hear it.
Right.
But I've heard men go into sexual detail talking to women about the sexual experiences they had with other women.
Right.
I've heard that or overheard that. But I've never had no guy sit here and give me the play-by-play.
Not no play-by-play. He might have said, yo, I tore that up a little bit, and lying or not lying. But, but other than that, a lot of us men ain't going to sit there and want play-by-play. We just don't. We don't want that.
But women have given, I've heard women give men a play-by-play of what they can do and what they used to do. I'm a good woman, and I cook, and I clean, and I slop you up, and all this other fool shit. And I'm like, but you ain't doing that now. You doing all that though, but you ain't doing this shit now. So what are you talking about?
Well,
I don't talk to young fellas, so they could be. They probably are. They probably are.
Let me see. Carol had said something earlier, and I wanted to go back to. I probably can't even find it now.
Hey, them old gals say, like a neck bone.
Slop you up.
Like a neck bone.
We know what that means. Yeah, I'd rather use the word slurp, but
slop.
That sound like slop my pig.
Wow.
That's the women with no teeth.
Ooh, do tell. You got a cigarette, Veronica?
I need 4 of them.
Well, while we're at it, please join us August 19th for our Hawaiian luau. We want all of you to come out and have some fun with us. We're gonna, the dance floor is there. We're gonna turn the music up, and we're just gonna have a great time. All you Leos, I definitely want to see you out there. I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday as well. Mr. Sammy gonna be celebrating his birthday. Well, my birthday is the 10th, but the event is on the 19th, but still celebrating. August 19th at New Riders Clubhouse. There's a motorcycle club. It's just called New Riders Clubhouse. That's 1490 Harry Bird Highway in Darlington. Come out. Best dressed male, $100. Best dressed female, $100. So hopefully all of you could come out and have a great time with us that night. But yeah. So back to the letter. I don't know what else to say. I think I said a mouthful at the beginning about, trust, putting your trust in people. Like, you have to live. You have to be happy for you.
I love the words you picked.
Yeah, I bet you do. Just because you been hurt by this person and that person, I can't stand y'all. If Stevenson don't get off here, like.
She walking in.
Wait a minute. I know you was making a point, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Some old person slopping sounds like they're gonna drool all over you. There's nothing wrong with that. So we'll just go along with that. But this should stay up for the rest
I
of the
know
evening.
that was coming. I know.
The best blowjob always come a bad mouth.
Boy, is it bad mouth or ball mouth?
I can't stand Stevenson.
Well, at least you won't have no bite marks.
Tim, do not agree with that foolishness.
You won't have no bite marks.
Not one.
Not one.
And they'll slop you up like a biscuit.
That's how I like the bite mark.
No, hell no, not there. Oh no.
Anyway, what was I saying?
You visually went somewhere just now.
Talking about trust. Okay, can we get back on that? So, do you all find yourself not trusting people? Like, say from previous relationships, do you all see yourself not trusting people?
I'll jump in real quick, Vic. Yeah, if you hurt, I've been hurt before, and you don't wind up trusting, and if you were not that kind of person, you need time to heal. And some people heal, some people don't heal. And then getting in another relationship, that person brought trust to the relationship, that regained the trust. And then as time go on, you realize that it's just not worth worrying about and looking for things that sometimes the person is not giving you. And we just talked about this, about the phone thing last week or the week before last week, about looking in the phone, so I don't put 100% trust in people because they're human. We have fault with us, but you trust people until they damage the trust. That's how a lot of us do. If we trust people till they damage that trust, and once they damage that trust, we don't usually trust them again.
Please don't put Stevenson comment up there. Please don't put Stevenson.
I love when they told me to wait, let me take my teeth out. I'd be so damn patient.
Woo!
Gonna gum some grits.
I can't trust him.
Gum some grits.
All right. And here's John.
Here you coming.
Carol says, and you just gonna leave Stevenson comment up there, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carol said, I do not trust anyone. Too many times I've been betrayed.
So, Carol, since you said you don't trust anyone, how do you deal with that in a relationship? How do you deal with that since you don't trust anyone?
That was the question I was going to ask 215. Yeah.
How do you, Carol, if you could respond to that, and anyone else out there, and I don't want to hear from you all, if you don't trust anyone, how do you deal with somebody in a relationship? Victor?
I don't trust anybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. I just feel like people gonna be people. You set yourself up for failure when you start putting trust into people. Trust is earned. But at the same time, it's like it is what it is. It's not the fact of, people think that, trust is only about relationships. We trust, our supervisors. We trust your friends.
Yeah.
You trust your parents, and they let you down. So when you're talking about trust, it's a whole big, broad spectrum. I'm painting this with a broad brush. If you do it, if I ask you to do something, you do exactly what it is, I'm gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna be appreciative. And if you don't, you just don't. I've done so much myself that I can only rely on myself, because myself is the only person I can really 100% truly trust.
Well, seeing that, I think Fatin was surrounding the question around relationships. Is that right, Fatin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I feel like if you don't have trust,
You don't have a
what's the
relationship.
purpose of, you can't have a relationship if you
Can't.
don't have trust? Like, what's the point of being in a relationship if you don't trust that person?
So you'll break up with somebody if they told you they didn't 100% trust you?
I'm not gonna say I'll break. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna break up with them, but I would want to know why. What did I do for you not to trust me?
And it might not be something that you've done, but you're going into a relationship wanting things that you haven't earned yet. So people go into these relationships with some unrealistic expectations. You go in there thinking that, oh, we're going to go off in here with a clean slate and you're going to trust me. Nah, shit, no, I'm not, because I don't even know you.
I mean, yes, you definitely have to earn the trust. Yeah.
But there's no timetable on trust, because we're talking about, 100% trusting somebody. That means I only say it once and I don't ever have to go behind you to do anything. That's 100% trust. Do you completely trust somebody to do that? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Even my kids, hey, y'all wash the dishes? I shouldn't have to say that. If I trusted them, it is what it is, but I will never 100% trust anybody. No.
Yeah. So if you are a trustworthy person and haven't had your trust, I'm dealing with relationships right now. So if you haven't had that trust broken, you usually don't start to earn the trust, because you usually start giving that person the trust, and they have to break that trust. And then you also look at the integrity of the person, because a lot, like we say, we're human, and if a person breaks your trust, it's depend on what they've done and how they respond by breaking what they've done to break your trust. If they've broken your trust and they've volunteered to tell you and being transparent and honest, then of course you have to make that decision how to handle that at the end of the day. That's how you deal with, because a lot of times, like we say, we're human. We hurt one another time to time. We're not trusting people. That's why it's good to be transparent, to be honest, because once you're honest, but a lot of people can't deal with the truth. See, that's where it gets clouded. When you want somebody to be truthful so that you can trust them, but you can't handle the truth. That's when it gets clouded, because I know your ass can't handle the truth. And if I tell you this, it's gonna turn what is it? A mountain, a molehill into a mountain, or whatever the saying is. So how do we handle that? Because I've been told by a woman that you don't tell us women everything, because a lot of us women can't handle the truth. I've been told by not just one, a couple of women. A lot of us women can't handle the truth. So why tell us the truth?
Exactly.
Well, I don't want anyone to lie to me, but I mean, at the same time, some things we don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't want you to lie to me. So I mean, it kind of
you want that lie.
Yeah.
You just don't want to know it's a lie, but you want to hear a lie. You just want it to be the truth.
Yeah. So if I took out my coworker to lunch. And I put it like this: we went to a party. I hate to use I hate to use Veronica, but we here, and we went to a party, and you'd be like, "Yo, she dressed kind of, promiscuous." That's what Veronica said. But we cool. Me and her are cool on the job, so we went out to lunch. It's nothing. We went out to lunch, got something to eat. I come home, you be like, babe, how was your day? I had a good day at work. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna tell you I went out to lunch with her because you already have this pre-notion in promiscuous. She dressed promiscuous. You already said something. Why I'm gonna tell you I went out to lunch and it was nothing? You don't need to know.
But why go?
Because I wanted to. Because I was going to lunch, she was going to the same place. We sat down and had lunch together. No problem. But why say that where it may cause a problem? Well, I just said, I had a good day. I went to lunch, went to Peter's, got the lunch, pizza, came back.
But if you feel like it's going to cause a problem, why even put yourself in that predicament?
Because it's you the problem. You the problem. Because it wasn't a problem on my end. And if you trust me and I tell you it was nothing, we just went to lunch, then it's cool. But if you can't handle that, why tell you that? That's what I'm saying.
So, not to say this, Cheryl says, I just listen to everyone and take mental notes. Cheryl, you're 100% right. Because eventually, if you take notes, they gonna backtrack and they're gonna stumble over some shit they said 2-3 months ago, and you just gonna be like, I knew you was fucking lying to start with. But if you bring it up, they gonna twist that story so it's whatever it is. But yeah, Cheryl, I do that too.
Yeah, because y'all always twisting it.
See, I listen. Oh,
I listen and I watch.
Yeah. You put Carol.
I'm very observant.
Carol respond. Oh, well, she put something up here. Carol McNeil. She says, "Yeah, I'm married 5 years." She says, "I'm married." I can read it from here. I'm married 5 years. When I'm told that my husband has a 5-year-old son, trust was broken and never restored. Once again, secrets untold. His family knew this for the 5 years, and a lot of families are not going to tell that. A lot of families are going to hold that as water. That's not our place to tell you that. That's just not our place, sis, Carol. And I know it hurts. I understand that, but it's not their place to go and say, Carol, your husband, my brother, has another child. That's not their place to do that.
So, Carol, is that going to hinder you from finding? Well, I'm not going to say finding, but getting into another relationship. So that's hindering.
Why would it? She just said she just don't trust. Because I don't trust you, don't mean we can't be in a relationship.
Some people do not want to be in a relationship because they don't have that trust. They don't trust anyone. And it's funny because I spoke with, not really spoke with, but we was back and forth in Messenger, and she was talking about how she would never get another relationship because of what happened to her past relationship. I'm like, you can't do that. Why are you going to make yourself bitter and angry while these other people then moved on with their life, but you're sitting around talking about you're not getting another relationship with someone like that? To me,
is a relationship really a goal? I mean, she said
for some people.
But that was not the question. We're talking about this individual. The girl said she ain't gonna get in another relationship because she don't trust nobody. That don't necessarily mean she ain't gonna have sex. That don't necessarily mean she ain't gonna be sociable. But is a relationship really a goal? I mean, for some it is. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a relationship should not be your top priority. It shouldn't be. And if it is, then you missed out on the purpose of life a long time ago.
Why do you say that, Victor?
Because if you ain't right with God, no matter who you lay up in the bed with and who you was 50 years monogamous to, if you ain't right with that man up there, you can kiss that whole relationship goodbye. Because it means absolutely nothing.
I keep telling you, you're talking from your perspective because everybody's not religious.
And I get that, but these are my thoughts.
That's why I said it. That's how you think. That's what I'm saying. That's why we can't put our thoughts on people. That's why we got certain. I don't want to go that direction, but that's why we got certain laws out here because people put their own personal things on people, and we can't. We're not allowed to do that because people have a choice.
Yes, we are. It's called preaching. We put our personal thoughts onto people. It's called witnessing. It's called
And because
testimonies, bro. That's what all that is. I'm
it's
giving you
testimony, those are stories, and we
I'm
take the
giving
good
you
from
my
there.
personal experiences and
Right.
telling you why this is the truth. So
That's your truth. That's your truth, not the
my
truth.
Well, for team, you understand now. This is the only life that I know is mine.
Right. But it's not.
So-
but it don't mean it's the truth.
But it is the truth to me.
No.
What
well,
I see,
it's your truth. You got to say
No,
it's your.
it's
You can't
the
say it's
truth.
the truth. The truth
the
means
truth.
it's for everybody. That means the truth is for
But see,
everybody. The truth
I'm not
means the
for
sun is
everybody.
the sun rose today. That's the truth because that's for everybody.
But the sun didn't rise everywhere, though. So we can sit here and we can talk about perspective. But what I'm telling you is, I don't know anything before 1981. I can't tell you shit before that. I can't believe 100%.
But that don't mean that what happened before 1981 ain't the truth.
Yes, it does.
Because you can't tell it. It's your truth. You got to realize when you speak your truth, it's not the truth. It's your right. It's your perspective. It's you right. You say it. You say it's my perspective, but then you say the truth. You're contradicting yourself. It's your perspective. It's your truth.
It's the truth. Whether it's my truth or not, it's still the truth.
No, it's not the truth.
Yes, it is. But whatever.
Me and Victor. It can't be the truth because it's the truth means it's for everybody. Your truth is for you, and if it fits other people, they can agree with you. And your truth can be the truth for other people, but your truth don't have to be the truth for other people. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So what I'm saying is what I believe is what I believe, and that's my truth. And my truth in my world is the truth.
In your world.
However anybody else feel, I can't live for y'all. I can only be responsible for my personal salvation. So if I feel like this is the truth, I'm going to stand on that. And I ain't going to back up from it. It is what it is. What she said?
In this world,
those are your beliefs. You can't tell everyone that's the facts. Yes, I can. I just did.
You can do it, but it don't mean it is what you
But
said.
I did it.
Right. You did it, but it don't mean it's truthful. That's all.
So let me ask you this. People have spiritual instances and happenings, and they say that, ghosts and all this other stuff is real and this, that, and the other. If you've never experienced that, how can you tell this person that's not what happened just because you didn't experience it?
And you can't say to them that they are lying. You can just say, I didn't experience. So I don't believe in ghosts. So if they say I experienced this spirit or whatever, they can say, well, that's your experience. Yours. That don't mean that their experience is not their truth, but to the person that didn't see it and don't believe it, that to them is not a reality to them. So that don't mean.
So if I told you I seen a ghost and you told me that's my truth, then basically it's either the truth or it's not. It's right or wrong.
It's your truth, bro. It's the same way. I think mine holds up where I'm saying it's your truth, and your truth can be the truth, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your truth can be the truth, but you can't always say your truth is always the gospel, the truth. It's not always that.
All right,
Sam wants us to move on.
Your truth, my truth, the truth. That's what we get it. All right. So, what was your point, Victor?
About
the truth. The truth.
Basically, what I'm saying is that if at the end of the day, if a relationship is your top priority, you missed life. You missed out on what the purpose is or why you was born, because you're living for somebody else, and that is not the purpose of life.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and disagree with you. I had to ask you, and you responded.
I mean, if you did, I mean, it wouldn't.
No. You responded to what I wanted to say. And I understand from a religious point of view that we should not live our life for no one. We live our life for us, because at the end of the day, we are in control of this. This is what we are responsible for You
Right.
understand? Even when we raise our children, we love our children. We may still call their children, but you know, once they become grown, they're responsible for their own lives. Now, that's that bond we have, but they're responsible for their own lives. We did the raising. That's why we raise our children to become good adults, and we pray that the good we put in them will outweigh any bad that they encounter. But they are in charge of their lives, just like we're in charge of our lives.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We have to love ourselves. That is the truth.
Or is it your truth? Or is it my truth?
Go ahead, Victor. Oh, God, I love it. I love it.
I think that's everybody's truth. We have to love ourselves first.
First.
That's why, don't get me started, Victor. I don't want to get me started on it. But that's what I was saying about our parents. That for me, my parents treated me as an adult when I became an adult because they realized that they put into me. Now, if it came to a point where they had to say something, they just never had to say it. Yeah, my mother did have to say something to me, and I stopped. I gave her that respect.
Mhm.
I gave her that respect, but she gave me that respect. She stopped me in my tracks on something because I was upset about something, and I was about to make a move, and she jumped in my chest. And because that's my mom's, I didn't go past her. But she told me, handle it. And I told her my decision, and that was my decision. And as an adult, that was it. She didn't make that decision for me. She didn't cross me, and I didn't cross her. That's my mother, but she still gave me respect as a man because she didn't raise me.
Well, since you brought up mother,
Uh-oh.
how about that video that I sent you all today?
Ooh, which one?
The one where the guy introduced his parents for the first time to
Okay.
his girlfriend.
Mhm.
And the mom was like, "Oh, this the one you was talking about. Oh, well, she's okay. Come on, let's go eat. She's okay." And then the dad was like, he said something about she's only like a buck 05, and
Mhm.
like she's nothing to brag about. Like
Mhm.
they was totally disrespecting that young lady.
Mhm.
And the young lady actually got on her boyfriend because she was like, "How are you not standing up for me?" And blah, blah, blah. I mean, she told him that in private, of course. She didn't say that in front of the parents. But how would y'all have handled that situation if you first introduced your woman to your parents and they made comments like that? Like, "Oh, she's okay. Come on, let's go eat." I mean,
So that's gonna be kind of hard because my mother's not like that, but my father kind of was. You check the situation. So basically, I felt like the parents didn't respect their son. And for you to disrespect me publicly in front of somebody who could potentially be your daughter-in-law, we could never repair this. We'll never repair this meeting right here. Never. So either I have to leave her alone or I got to leave y'all alone. So for your parents to say something to be that blunt and open and feel that freely, then you basically have no control over your life anyway. I feel like for your parents to say some slick shit like that, they probably been taking care of you your entire life and probably still taking care of you. That's why they feel like they can say something like that to you and you can't say nothing about it. Or they have someone picked out for you and this ain't who it is. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
yeah.
Drawing on my own experiences is amazing. You know, like Victor said, you know, I had an aunt that would say whatever was on her mind to anybody she wanted to say it, and even family members. And she did that one time to a family member's wife, and it caused a little uproar. Some of our parents are not, they rough around the edges. They're rough around the edges. And I do agree with Victor that when a parent don't respect you, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, a parent feel that you always their kid. If you're 20, if you're 12 or you're 35, they're the parent and they can say what they want to say to you. And that's why I keep saying that, nah, that's not going, no. Now I can't tell them how to control, but I can handle myself differently. But to answer the question, Some parents are just gonna say this, and I think that if you introduce your girlfriend to your parents and they disrespect your girlfriend, you don't need to disrespect your parents, but you need to stand up for her. She was right. She was right for chastising him, that you supposed to stand up for me, and he was wrong for not standing up. And honestly, I don't, I would have stood up for my woman. I don't, if that was my girlfriend at that particular time and my parents did that, I would have stood up for him, stood up for her.
Yeah.
Just and if my parents want to go back and forth, then if I don't want to be disrespectful, then I'm just gonna leave. But when I do leave, my girlfriend is gonna know that I stood up for her. He didn't have no backbone, and I don't give a damn if you grown. Ain't no I'm telling you, not gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you, but you're not. I'll leave, but you understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm gonna, talk back, but I'm gonna stay. Ho. If you don't, I got it. I
Yeah, because
introduced
he was
y'all.
just giggling. He was just giggling. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
If I introduce you and you do that, I was like, whoa, mom, dad, show her some respect. She's a person. She has feelings too. If you don't care or you got to say something that is disparaging, you hold your tongue. But you don't do that in front of me. I'm your son, and you don't do that in front of another human being. Now, if you want to say something, y'all do that behind, but don't do that in this young woman say. I would say something like that. I wouldn't be, you understand what I'm saying? So folks, don't say that for Tina saying I'm going to be disrespectful to my parents, but I'm going to stand up for her. Definitely.
I don't know how the situation ended, Cheryl, because they didn't show any more of that. So I don't know if they ended up eating together. Probably did, but I don't know.
So I really feel like that whole thing, if you looked at it, I think the mother was more disrespectful than the man, because the man, I think he shook her hand when he first met her, because I think the father was the closest. I'm almost certain. I can almost bet on that. But the mother was real standoffish. It seemed fake, but shit like that really does happen.
Yeah. It does.
But I've seen it where the guy, or let me back up. I've only experienced that with someone's father. Didn't want to really kind of be around me like that when I was younger. And he had every intention, because he knew I wasn't about shit. But I mean, it wasn't his place to tell his daughter that in front of me, but he fucking did. But I'm just saying, I've seen it where guys would talk about how a woman's parent or father was a bit aggressive versus the mother was like a little bit more opening.
Yeah. Could you put Stevenson comment up there? Because me and Stevenson, that's my brother. That's my large brother, but we going, okay. So he said, please do not disrespect my parents. I don't care who you are. So Stevenson, I'm playing this like this. I'm grown. Well, you a man, so I'm not, but let's just say your sister, and I'm her boyfriend, and your parents are disrespectful to me. I'm going to do everything in my power not to disrespect them. But if they continue to disrespect me, bro, I'm a grown man. I don't let nobody disrespect me. And the reason why parents need to stop this and need to show people respect, because it gets out of hand. And I just read a story in Brooklyn, New York, where somebody a worker at McDonald's disrespected a lady, gave her cold fries. They got it back and forth. She FaceTimed her son. Her son came down and shot that dude in the neck. We gotta be careful. I'm telling you, I don't care. We look at our parents. If our parents are wrong, we gotta check them, because I'm telling you, everybody, because it's your parents. Why are they disrespecting me as an adult? Yo, wait a minute here now. Stop. I'm going to try to tolerate that because that's your parents, and I'm going to be respectful. And that's how I was taught. But I got a line. I got a threshold. So be easy here.
So
be easy.
I agree with Stevenson. Like, if you want to be with me, that's some shit you just going to have to put up with. And vice versa.
I'm not doing that.
And that may be you, but down here, I don't know how y'all do it up there, but down here,
Mm-mm.
People lay you out for their moms, man.
And I'm not. That's what I'm saying. But you can't let your moms just run off at the mouth. You better check your moms.
Nah, you how you check?
You get well. I'm
what does
telling
that look
you,
like?
they're not coming back, bro. And that's what you don't understand. You gotta realize. See, where do y'all get that from? You won't let a man on the job or a woman on the job disrespect you. So why am I gonna let somebody else parent disrespect me? Respect goes in every fashion, bro. Because that's your mother don't mean that she's right.
So let me say this: a man or woman on the job try to disrespect me. That's different than my girl's parent saying something disrespectful or can go halfway or can go either way. Give that person the other chance. You have to give them grace because understand that these are her parents. So if her parent says something, if you can't give them grace, then you probably shouldn't even be with her. But for you to fire off on her parents like that, I think that's wrong.
But see, I've dealt with tough in-laws. But I've dealt with tough in-laws. I respect their house. I respect them. You understand? And they still respected me. But they didn't play. But they didn't disrespect me, and I didn't disrespect them. I gave them that respect. They gave me that respect. But they didn't play. Pops would shoot you in a minute. But I didn't have that problem. He wasn't scared of me. Probably put a bullet in my head. But the bottom line is he gave me respect because I gave his daughter respect and I gave his family respect. That's what I'm saying. Now, if I come in his household and every time I walk in, the father say, "Oh, that no good nigger." Man, you think I'm going to sit there and take that? I'm not taking that. Either I'm not going to come, but you ain't going to sit there and do that to me. I guess, my blood pressure go up. I just not the one.
Your blood pressure up right now.
Yeah, I'm not the one. I don't take it from nobody, y'all. I'll tolerate it to a degree. I got a threshold, y'all. And I don't care who it is. Don't disrespect me.
Let's get into some of these comments. So Carol says, I told both my kids at a very young age, I'm the mother. I'm going to love you, feed you, and provide the best home life and education available. I will respect you and want that same respect in return.
Right.
Patricia says, I think mothers are more like that with sons and fathers with daughters.
I mean, so the thing is when it comes to that and parents, you feel like they're being overprotective or anything like that, take it out on their daughter's vagina with a month or two down the damn road. You don't. It's like, bro, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back through your child. You get what I'm saying? You can't hold grudges like that, man. Let it go. There you go, Fatine. There you go, right there. I was waiting on it.
Fatine, I am not about to check my parent. Then whomever I am think that they can check my parents. We just won't be together because I am not going to disrespect her parents, and she better not disrespect my parents, and she will be on the high skates rolling on the highway. And I got that, Stevenson. It's cool. I got that. But you ain't gonna check your parents, but you gonna allow your parents to disrespect her? So respond to that, Stevenson. You gonna allow your parents? So it's cool for your parents to disrespect your woman? But you ain't gonna check them because you ain't gonna disrespect her. And then she don't have self-dignity for herself, and she's gonna allow that because that's your parents. What does that say for you as a man, bro?
So so basically, would you rather have somebody talk about you behind your back or to your face? Because I'm not condoning what the mother said. I'm not. But
I'd rather be behind my back. I'd rather be behind my back or something like that. I'd rather be behind my back on something like that. Yeah, because parents do that. Parents do that. And people do that. Not parents. Let me just don't limit. People do that. But they have enough coof about them to give that person that respect and then say it to their son, their daughter, or behind the scenes. That's how you do things like that. You just don't come out. And then after you say that to your son and say, listen, that's your girlfriend. I don't care for her. And I ain't really got too much to say to her. Now he has a decision to make. If I'm bringing her over or tell her, listen, my parents don't really care for you. But, when I go over to my parents, I'm saying they're going to be lukewarm with you. At least she now knows that and know how to handle that. You see what I'm saying? There's a way to play with that. That's all I'm saying.
So basically, you want the mama to be fake.
I didn't say that. I said I'd rather the moms say it first, like behind the scenes, and then I'll tell, look, my moms ain't feeling you, or my parents are not feeling you. So when you come over, they're gonna be lukewarm. It's not about her being fake. Show me that respect. You taught me to be respectful to other people. If you taught me that, then show that in return to me. I'm your son. I'm a grown man now. Do that.
My mother is 96 years old. Mom is always right, even if I don't agree with her. We owe our mothers everything.
Brother, you another brother on the square with me, brother. But my mom's wasn't always right. That's my mother, and I give her the respect, but she wasn't always right. And see, the problem is we want to elevate, and then when our mothers come out and say, well, baby, I hear you and I appreciate that, but I ain't always right. See, then you look like a fool. That's what I'm saying. I'm not calling you a fool, brother Sammy, Mr. Sammy. I'm not calling you that. But what I'm saying is we want to elevate people, and they don't even elevate themselves. They turn around and say, no, I'm not always right. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you saying I'm always right? Because I'm your mother don't mean I'm always right. I appreciate the respect and the reverence you give me. But no, I'm not always right. So because that's my mother don't mean she's always right. Because she gave birth to me. I came through my mother. But that's my mother, and I love my mother. But she ain't always right.
I have to agree with you there, because sometimes my mom says things and I'm like, but I'm not going to disrespect her.
Right.
But I have the right to disagree with some things that she, said.
Yeah.
But I have to agree. I have to agree with Fatima.
So I'm gonna disagree with you.
You can disagree and not be disrespectful to.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
I'm gonna disagree with you both, because it's two lines that I think about in movies that I apply to my life. When Terrence Howard said, even when I'm wrong, I'm right, because I could have been right even though I was wrong. And the other one is,
that's double speak, bro.
You said what?
That's double speak. That's double talk.
It's not double speak. If you understand it, it's not double speak. If you don't get it, it's cool. But what I'm saying is just like Slim Charles told us, Avon. He told him, whether it's a lie, we still fight on that lie. You stand on that lie. If my mama wrong, she's still right, and I'm gonna stand on that. Because that's my mother. Now, I always bring this up, whether you agree with me or not. There's a cultural difference once you cross that Mason-Dixon line. When it comes to our parents, there's zero games when it comes to them. Whether my mama right or wrong, she's still right.
That don't mean that Mason-Dixon. My parents are from here. My parents are from here, but that don't mean my mother was right all the time, because that's my mother.
Okay, yeah. Now, Mr. Sammy, yes, Mr. Sammy.
So you say your mother's from here.
Yeah.
You raised up there. Bro,
right.
We're talking about a complete cultural difference. Down here, people don't play about their mamas, man.
And I don't play about my moms, but that don't mean she was right all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. That's
because my mother went out there and got in an argument and was a little tipsy, and she hit somebody in the head with a ketchup bottle. I gotta stand on that because she was wrong.
Yeah,
because that's my mother. No, hell
yes.
no. I'm gonna protect my mother. I'm a protector, but that don't mean she was right.
Let me back up. You're not gonna stand on that, but I'm going to stand on that.
Okay, gotcha.
That's different.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to be, to disagree and still be respectful. That's all I'm saying. You come on, no one is always right.
That's a lie.
Parents, grandparents, sons, daughters, no one is always right. We will want our parents to, to always be right, but they're not. They make mistakes. They say things that they shouldn't say. They do things that they shouldn't do.
And they know that. A lot of times parents, it's amazing that when you sit down with adults and they're honest with you, parents and aunts and uncles, they'll tell you when they're wrong. They'll tell you. But, this is how they were raised. You understand? This is how they were raised. You couldn't tell my grandfather, my father's father, you know, he was wrong. You know, my uncle told him that, and he knocked him out at 21 years old. You know, he stood up to him and he knocked him out. I understand what Victor's saying. I got it. And Victor, you say that with that here, and I got it. I understand. But I'm just telling you, there's a lot of things that people lose their lives on because of a lie. And if you knew that, like we said, if we know our loved one is wrong, we're going to get them out of there. We're going to protect them. But if they're wrong, look, bro, let's go. Let's get out of here. Because you don't need to fight, because all of a sudden somebody lose their life on a damn lie, and that your loved one caused that. That's BS, bro. That's BS.
So to put it in perspective, my mama is never wrong in front of y'all. She might be wrong behind closed doors, but I'm gonna live and I'm gonna fight on whatever lie or wrongness or whatever bullshit that she did. Mm-hmm. But behind over here, you'll never know. I like, hey man, don't do that shit no more.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, you ain't gonna try to check your parents and.
So then, if you're not going to do it in front of nobody, then you are condoning what they're doing.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be like, Mom, come what? No, but I'm gonna be like, I give her a look, you know, or
if you don't stop it, you're condoning it.
But you know what? I probably will, because I've said that before. Mom, why would you say that? Or you know, yeah. So
if you don't stop it, you condone it. If you don't stop it right then and there, you're saying that it's okay to continue doing whatever it is that you're doing.
But you're not gonna stop your mom.
No, I'm not.
So you're condoning what your mother do at all times.
Yeah. If she want to act like that in public, then we're gonna sit here and we both gonna show out in public. But when we get back to the house, I'm like, listen, man, hey man, you gonna have to, you know, we do this over here. But while she's standing there doing it, like you said, the whole ketchup bottle thing. She would have threw the ketchup, and I would have threw the mustard, the relish, the ranch dressing.
Even if she's disrespecting your woman,
cookout out there, huh?
Even if she was disrespecting your woman.
Yeah, I got to stand up. Listen, no one, even Pop. I mean, I know I'm quoting entertainers, but nobody will ever take your mother's place. My mother gave me something that nobody else will ever be able to give.
That's facts. But
so to show my appreciation, I have to give her loyalty.
You're giving her loyalty, but at the same time, mom can be wrong. Mom gotta know when to. Mom gotta know when to.
My mom is never wrong in public. If me and my mama have a disagreement, people might know we having a disagreement, but they won't know what it is. But I'll tell you right now, my mom ain't never wrong in public. Nah.
So your mom is never wrong in public, but if she did something to break the law, and the law come and she wrong, she going to jail. But you gonna still say to the judge and everything, she was wrong. They gonna look at you like a fool. And they'll say, we understand that you're standing with your mom, but you know you're wrong. And you are wrong, Victor. You are wrong.
I mean,
and I hate to say that. You are wrong, bro.
You coming up off the wall.
I'm off the wall now.
If I'm sitting in the car and the cop pulled my mama over and she was running 60 and a 25 and she said she was running 27, I'm going to court and I'm getting on the stand. She was running 27. I don't know what the hell that officer talking about.
And you both are lying. You both are wrong, and that's all to it. You both are wrong. So you stood with her. I ain't getting on you on that because you a fight to the death for your mother. I respect that, but you still are wrong. You still wrong.
Yeah,
so stop saying that she's right. Saying that you will stand. No.
She's right.
Stand with her. She ain't right. Hell no, she ain't right. If you know she was doing 60 and a 20, she was doing 60.
Right.
All right. Sorry, Mrs.
I mean, that's a stranger. I'm definitely down with my parents, but I'm talking about. Come on, you know, this is a losing battle. Everybody.
I mean, my parents. I just hear you. I just don't. Again, my parents want me to support them, but they know when they're wrong, and they know they're wrong, and they know. And Victor, I kind of agree with some of the things Victor is saying. How we handle it, Stevenson. You on the extreme, and nothing's extreme, bro. So if you want to say that, you have that right to say it. But I'm telling you, everything ain't so much on the extreme, my brother. No, I am not going to say anything to my parents, not in front of my woman anyway. Well, I wasn't talking about that comment, Stevenson. I wasn't. No, I'm not. Let me put that back up there. No, I am not going to say anything to my parents, not in front of my woman. Anyway, so you're not. So he responded to me. So I ain't got nothing else to say on it. You just won't stand up for your woman. You a grown one. You ain't gonna stand up,
man. I'm telling you, you are. You keep. It's not a knock with you, but I'm telling you, above the Mason, below the Mason-Dixon line, we just not doing that. We're not going against our parents for nobody, huh?
I got cousins that were raised here that would not tolerate that.
But
they wouldn't tolerate
it until they can sit here and say that. I don't believe it.
Okay.
That's my truth.
Got it. I got some cousins, and I got some cousins that will agree with you. I got some cousins that I will agree with you that are here, and I got some cousins that won't agree with you.
I think it all comes down to respect. It's how you say, "Mom, you shouldn't have did that," or "Mom, you shouldn't have said that." Now it's all about respect. But if you're like, "Mom, really? Why would you say that?" Blah blah blah. Like you got an attitude saying it's all about how it's the tone for me, and your mom will respect you for putting her in her place and letting her know how you feel instead of continuing to let her act the way that she act. I think.
You speaking for whose mother? Yeah, how about that?
So I think if your parents taught you that they speak up for themselves and they taught you to speak up for themselves, they should have some kind of appreciation that you're gonna speak up. Speak up for what you believe in. If you believe in this, you believe in this. If this is my girlfriend, you show her respect. If you don't want to show her that respect, I still have a right to say, "Hey, Ma, this is a time and a place, but don't do that in front of her." That's not disrespectful to your parents. I just don't see that.
You got to give respect to get it. She can't just come at people sideways.
Then
John says, so basically, your mama can talk to your woman any kind of way, and you won't say nothing, bro.
That's what Stevenson says. And Stevenson, my brother, but I just think, no. I'm saying.
And I think he's responding to Stevenson because Stevenson says, "I can find me another woman, not another mother." And so John came back and said, so basically your mama can talk to your woman any kind of way, and you won't say nothing, bro.
To me, that's a lack of that don't show no. That's your mother taught you better than that, though. Your mother should have taught you better than that. You got to stand up for what's yours.
And Stevenson says, just not in front of my woman, Veronica. So he's saying that he would say something to her, but just not in front of his woman. He's not going to say anything to her. He's going to have respect for his mom and not say anything to
and I've been
in front of
his woman. And I've given that story to y'all before. I was in college and my mom's came to my cousin's house and made me take this young lady home. That young lady did not have to go home. She was an adult. When I say adult, 19, damn the adult, she didn't have to go home, but she did because she respected my mother. I didn't say anything to my mother because that was my mom's. But when I got back home, I had that conversation. And we had that conversation. So we didn't have that issue no more. But I handled it with that respect. But I still handle it, and it wasn't going to happen again. Because I told my moms, if you do that again, first of all, that girl don't have to go home. So first of all, you embarrass me, you embarrass her. She did that because out of respect for you and the respect of our families know one another. But the next time, I told my mother, the girl said she's not budging. And you can't make her budge. And my mother knew that. She knew that. So that she wasn't going to do that again.
Wow.
So you basically saying is water's thicker than blood.
I didn't say that. I said that I just said that the young lady respected my mother. I respected my mother. But after I came home, I had a conversation with my mother and I just laid it down. And my mother knew right for right. My mother can't go into my cousin's house and tell another grown-up for her son to take her home. You can't do that. And the girl has a right to say, I'm not. What am I going to do? My mother comes in there and tell her to go home, and that girl said, I'm not going home. I can't say nothing to my mother. I can't tell her, you right, my girl, you got to go home. That girl can say, wait a minute. No, I'm not your woman, first of all. This is somebody I was talking to, but it wasn't my girlfriend. Bro, the girl went home. I took her home. We both respected my mother that time. It wasn't happening again after I talked behind the scenes. Sometimes you do talk behind the scenes. And I didn't disrespect my mother.
All right. So Cheryl says, my parents respect people, so there will be no reason for anyone to disrespect
That's
them.
all it needs to be said, Cheryl. Respect your parents. That's what I'm saying. We got to get out of this habit that our parents is always right. Show respect. If they show respect, you give it, you get it. You dish, you don't, you get it back. Whatever you dish, you get back.
John says, honestly, when mama see her son will stand up for that particular woman, it will open mama eyes up to know this woman is special to her son.
Mm-hmm.
We'll definitely say something, but not in public, Tim says. Cheryl said, you let your mama slap his girl and everything. I know you wouldn't let it go that far.
Who wouldn't? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, shit. Shit. And then she slapped your mother back. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't say nothing, Victor. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Your mother slapped her. She slapped your mother back. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Your mother slapped her. So she responded back by protecting herself and slapping your mother back. You ain't got nothing to do with it.
You know, she can hang it up because if she slapped his mama, that's
I know what Victor's going to say next. But that's what I'm saying. Don't say you ain't got nothing to do with it because your mom's ain't got no right putting her hand on her.
Dude, you see, we always with these extremes. I didn't even say anything when Cheryl made that comment. I didn't respond to it. So it is what it is. Like I said, that's between them. That's okay. Between them.
And Stevenson says, if my mama tell her to go home, I would just say, hasta la vista, baby.
She got to go.
Vista, baby. All right.
See, and the thing is that when it comes to things like that, you got to understand, Fatim, when you give the stories about, you know, your mother and the instance, I never went through anything like that. So I can only apply how my mother would react to certain instances. My mother has never been in my personal life like that. So I can only speak from my perspective or my truth or the truth.
That's true.
So for my mother to go that far to say something to a woman like that, then it's something that I don't know, or there's something that I don't see.
Got it. I agree with you on that. I agree. And I look back at it, it's 19, you know, but as I got older, and I had a problem in my first marriage that my mom's was living, my mom's didn't interject. She said for us that we got to work that out and you got to handle your business. And if you going to make it, make it. If you're not, then separate, but y'all have to work that out. And I was like, wow. I think back to my mother and father having issues, but their parents pretty much were not around to get involved in their spats and stuff. So,
all right.
I'm telling you, my mother was rough, man. Growing up, my mother didn't play. But once I became grown and came home from college, my mother just changed. She just didn't rule with that iron fist because she didn't feel like she had to. She done raised her child. That was the baby. That was it. She's got to live her life now.
All right. What's your closing thoughts on this letter?
What letter? What letter?
I reckon my whole thing is, ma'am, you want to be the victim here, and you're not the victim. Your mother's the victim in this whole entire situation. The whole root of the whole problem is your father did something to your mother, and you're trying to protect their relationship. But you're mad because somebody told a secret that was told to you that you told somebody else. So you are part of the damn problem. So the best thing to do, I feel like, so all minds and hearts are clear, is to tell your mama exactly what the secret is. That's all I got to say.
And the old saying is you trust people as far as you can throw them, right? And you can't throw people too far. So stop putting your trust into people because people will break your trust at the end of the day. And you shouldn't have told that to anyone because now that it's out and now you think it's going to get back to your mother, it's going to cause about a problem. You created this domino effect. And now the dominoes will fall where they may fall. So.
Well, um, only thing I can say is, don't let people steal your joy. Live your life. You know, you're talking about having trust issues, but you still have to live this thing called life. This is we only get one, and we need to live it to the fullest and stop letting people drain our joy and our happiness from us. So live, you know, that's your sister, that's blood. Hopefully you can find it in your heart to forgive her, and you all can talk, and you can move on. I know when someone disappoints you and someone, you know, you lose trust in someone, it's hard to get it back. But like I said, that is your sister, and hopefully y'all can move past that, and hopefully you can move past all these other people that have hurt you as well, and just live. That is, I mean, it's so much going on. It's so much going on in this world, and so many people are going through things, and so many people are down and out and sad because they just going through it. And a lot of times we let things bother us and destroy our happiness, things that we have no control over. You know, people going to talk, people going to say bad things about us, people going to say good things about us, but we have to move on, and we can't let that stop us from living our best life. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to keep moving, as people say. We have to keep moving in this thing called life. So hopefully you all can work it out, and you can start living again. Thank y'all so much for watching the tea. We appreciate each and every one of you so much for being here with us tonight. Tangy of Life being brought to you by Hip Hop Fitness with Veronica, Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Saturday mornings, 9 a.m., B.A. Gary Gym in Darlington. Dance cardio. Come out and get your sweat on. We have a really good time. It's $5 per class. We'd love to see you all come out and sweat with us. We have a great time. Also, don't forget to mark your calendars. Friday, August 19th, we will be at the New Rider Clubhouse on Harrisburg Highway, 1490 Harrisburg Highway, 8 p.m. A Hawaii luau that we are throwing, the Tangy Tea of Life, and we want all of you to come out and celebrate the Leos. We are going to party that night. It's Mr. Sammy's birthday as well. We're going to have a great time. Victor is going to give $100 to the best dressed female. Fatine is going to give $100 to the best dressed male. There are going to be other door prizes and stuff that we're going to be doing as well. So the event is free. So we just want you to show up and have a great time
So
that night, August 19th.
I got a question then, V. So that means, can me and Fatim be in it and you, or we're not in best dressed male or best dressed?
No, and you made that clear last week. You already said, Veronica, you can't be in it. No, we can't.
Because I just got my outfit in, man.
No, you cannot, sir. You already know that. No.
So there needs to be some secret judges then.
We are going to have secret judges.
So
Yes.
can you line that up
Yes.
so that no one knows?
Yes.
And keep
Okay,
that
good.
secret.
We will not be judging the outfits. That's for sure. We will not be judging the outfits. Patricia said she thought y'all was giving $100 to all Leos.
We give
Oh, no.
to all the Leos that smell good.
Uh,
Hey, if you come with Tussie under your arms, you could get $100. John said they got a sale on Tussie right now.
Really, John? You know what?
They still sell the Tessie, huh?
Let me say, my birthday is August 10th. I will be accepting gifts if you would like to. You know what I'm saying? Show a little look. Victim Fatine.
Show a little love to Goldilocks here.
Pastor birthday the same day.
Show a little love. I know. Me and Pastor have the same birthday. So we both gonna be celebrating that night. So bring 2 gifts instead of 1. I'm talking about from you, Victor, not from everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah. Just for me and Pastor from you.
Well, Pastor getting a bottle of Tussie.
Hush. And Patricia's birthday is the 5th. Yes, Leo's in the house. Well, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you for team, all the way from WBLS, the radio station. Stevenson, if you bring me Tootsie, I will take it with love. You know what, John? That's a lie. Stacy, yes, a Leo as well. Lee, Stacy, make sure you and your twin come out and celebrate with us. We want to see all y'all faces there. But New York WBLS radio station, thank you so much, brother, for sitting in with us tonight. We appreciate you as always. My brother Victor, damn it, boy White. We appreciate you for sitting in as well. We love it. We love all of you for always watching every week. This is why I give my speech at the party. So just be there.
You ain't gonna get sentimental, are you?
It's been a lot going on, and I'm sensitive right now. But yeah, I'll definitely have my.
We gonna make sure you got a little fire water. You better take off that Saturday from gym. Take off. Yeah, take off.
Well, we'll see about that.
Or a later class. A later class. I'll do a later class.
She ain't gonna do that either.
I don't know. When you love what you do, you got to get it in. I see how I feel. Yes, there may be a special table for Leos. That may be something that
we gonna crash that, Victor.
A VIP table for the Leos.
We'll have a party outside first for team before we let that.
Yeah, right. Okay, there you go.
Y'all some haters. Oh no, that's not gonna happen, Cheryl. Nope, not gonna happen. But thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for all your comments. Mr. Sammy, did you all see Mr. Sammy with his final thoughts?
No.
Or
yes.
John?
Yes.
I missed that. Oh, here it is.
Put it
Mr.
up.
Sammy says final thought. Family is family. Remember that. Exactly.
And what did John say?
Where was his?
What did John say?
John had quite a few.
We can't help your black.
He said Jesus wept.
Something is wrong with him. Oh, Rodney has final thoughts. My final thoughts is stay out of marriage relationships and still have that level of respect for each other. Okay, Rodney. Thank you, Lord Stevenson. Final thoughts for now. Shut your damn mouth, woman, and mind your. You know what? Whatever.
You get a bell, Stevenson.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Have a good night. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And God willing, we will see you all Tuesday on the next T. All right. Good night, guys.
Buenas noches.